Ugh, that sounded worse than I think it was, but...
Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 1.8 seconds.
Yeah, Perez coming. He's got the Red Bull, so... Ooh. Another lucky one.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Guess that's going to be just about enough. Man, got a lot of oversteer. That whole... I had built a decent speed up there to Gasly, and then I lost all of it. The entire pace. Now we got Red Bull coming in. Gonna try to cut in real quick. Another light touch. There's so many parts of this track where you have to slow down so much. I feel like you're doing like 30 miles an hour. Well, we're either going to stay here in 7th, because we definitely can't catch Oscar Piastri.
Final lap.
He's too far ahead. I don't have a big gap, so if they get DRS, we might not be able to hold it.
Our gap behind is 1.8 seconds. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.4 seconds.
All right, bring it home.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Definitely not my most super clean race,
Well, in
but
spite of the drama amongst those at the top of the standings, so much of the discussion today has centred around Connor Sport.
Absolutely, a bittersweet race for them today. One historic debut, one DNF. I mean, you couldn't write it.
And talking of that debut, what did you make of Callie Mayer's first ever start?
Well, I am so excited to see Callie racing in F1. It is great for the sport. She is a phenomenal talent. I can't wait to see what the season holds and her career as a whole.
And if today is anything to go by, the name Callie Mayer is one that we'll be watching with a lot of interest for many years to come. Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again.
And do you feel extra pressure at Connor Sport? It must be difficult with your dad looking over your shoulder.
Look, it's F1. It's not possible for me to feel any more pressure than I already do. So no, it's not an issue.
Callie, have you felt any pushback from anyone in the F1 world, just with you being the first female driver in the sport?
No, everyone's been amazing. And I'm not the first, I'm just the latest.
How's your brother? Are you really just keeping his seat warm?
You'd have to ask him that. But he is getting the help that he needs. And no, I have no intention of giving up this seat.
What happened out there between you and Aiden today?
It's just a mix-up. I thought he was letting me through on the entry, but he clearly had other
We
ideas.
spoke to him earlier, and he said it was deliberate on your part. Any comment on that?
It was just a misunderstanding.
You've always gone by Mayer, and now you're in a team financed by your father, driving in your brother's seat. Would you go back to the Butler name?
Should have expected it, right?
I thought you did.
It's not what I mean. I mean, I'm a woman, I get it. I'm happy to talk about it.
And what is it?
Well, it's always the same, isn't it? So you're a woman, and then every question about Dad, about Devon, about the Butler name.
Just forget about it.
Oh, I can never get away from it, can I? The only question about the race was about Aiden.
Well, you know, maybe if we'd let it run a little longer, there would have been...
Casper? Don't defend them.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry.
Look, it's fine. I'll be faster next time.
The incident at Baku, do you think she did it on purpose?
She did do it on purpose. Yeah. Check the footage.
So you didn't warm to her?
We weren't the best of friends. No.
tensions already. Nothing changes with this team.
Hey, Mum.
Callie, I couldn't be prouder, darling. Well done.
Oh, thanks, Mum. It was a good race. Felt great out there.
Oh, it was a good race.
Oh, no, what is it?
What do you mean, what is it? What's what?
I can hear it in your voice, Mum. It was a good race.
No, it's nothing.
Go on.
No, it's just that you didn't do it on purpose, did you? When you clipped poor Aiden.
I can't believe you're even asking me. Did you really raise your daughter to behave like that?
Well, I'm really not sure.
It was an accident, Mum. I'm hanging up.
Oh, of course it was. Bye, darling. Lots of love.
She's getting beat up on all fronts. I don't know. Like I said, I'd have to see the replay again, but I just don't think Aiden really gave her enough room. He was a little too aggressive. I think he could have slid over more to the right. Her mom's already trying to do stuff. Setting her up with interviews. I feel like this is going to be probably too much, too fast for her.
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
Connor Sports scheduled to take part in a feature article for a leading motorsport news website. Senior management and the drivers have been requested to attend a photo shoot and interview the upcoming Austrian Grand Prix. There's an issue, though. Callie is refusing to attend due to David Off's attendance. How should we handle? Yeah, she has had a lot of press attention already. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to tell him. We'll just go with this one. Former F1 driver and journalist Lucas Weber has been in touch. He's keen to do a piece on what it takes to be a team principal in F1. I know you and Lucas have a good relationship, but the PR department is concerned that your history and friendship is so well known amongst the fans that think of it as a puff piece and will dismiss it outright. We'll compromise.
Andrew?
You seen this latest article doing the rounds today? 3 weeks later and the press are still going with narrative of the rivalry at Connorsport. Still!
They just need an angle for Silverstone. Paid no attention.
But they're right, aren't they? It's not like Callie and Aiden are suddenly treating each other like teammates.
They just need time. It took me a while to warm to Aiden back in the day.
Well, that's because you were a grumpy old man.
Yeah. Well, some things never change, I guess.
Ha! Now you're just grumpier and older. I'll leave you to it. Ciao.
Bye.
Never a dull moment. Is Devon Butler retired, and why is no one talking about it? I mean, he's kind of gone into seclusion at this point. Yeah, not going to be easy. It's pretty obvious that there's a rivalry going on. I mean, you can tell them, but I don't know. I mean, things happen in the heat of the moment, so it's not always going to be their prime focus when they're in the seat on the track.
What is Aiden's problem?
Okay, we'll have a word.
He's been so late into these corners. I have no space out here.
Yeah, we'll talk to him, Callie.
This is still about Baku, isn't it?
So we got to overtake Aiden. He's basically the new Devon Butler right now. Not attitude-wise, but driver-wise. Aiden just has a lot of trouble getting along with his teammates. If you watched or played the Breaking Point 1 scenario with Casper, it was the same thing. Try to hold it in there. Pushing me off there, Gasly. I did try to turn in a little late, but All right, we'll keep pushing. We're dropping fast laps, so that's good.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Starting to really get up into the pack now. Oh, I don't know what happened right there. Had to back off there. I was worried I was going to rear end one of them. Coming through there a little too quick.
That's P10. You've moved up into the top 10. Well done.
Man, it was getting tight in there. There's too many cars in one spot.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.6 seconds. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
I think this is probably going to do it. We got another P8. I don't know if we got enough left to get Sonoda. We'll see. Maybe up on the backstretch. Should be good. All right, P7. We will take it. Oh, too much going into that turn.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
You see, this is just another example of the Connor Sport drivers antagonising each other.
Yeah, but you've got to look at Akkerman as well. He's the one that can sort this situation out. And so far, he's letting them run wild.
His job is to keep control. And no matter what the season, no matter what the driver, Connor Sport just can't seem to gel as a team. So you've got to ask the question, really, what will it take? Well, Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Callie, this is your first ever F1 race at Silverstone in front of the home fans. So just try to put into words what that means to you.
Yeah, I mean, just to see the number of fans cheering for me really spurred me on today. And I used to come here as a little girl to watch the races, so it really means everything. It's a dream come true, to be honest.
Well, I have to say it was tight out there once again between you and Aiden. You're not giving each other much space, are you?
Yeah, I've decided I'm not going to focus any more energy on Aiden. If he wants to start working more closely with me, then he can come and talk. But I think all I can do right now is just focus on my own driving.
Now, naturally, there has been a lot of speculation about the role of your father, Devon Butler, in securing your seat at Connor Sport. Just what do you say to the critics?
Of course, they're going to ask.
Okay, well, look at Gasly, Leclerc, Russell, and now everyone's suddenly surprised that an F1 team signed an F2 champion. I'm here because I can drive. People need to get a grip.
Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, Mum.
Callie,
You saw the interview?
would you like some loving parental advice?
Not really.
Yeah. All this stuff about your father, I mean, you do know there's an element of truth to what they're saying. Like it or not, you've got to acknowledge it.
I don't have to acknowledge anything.
You can't make it go away by ignoring it, Cal. People will say all manner of nonsense if you don't accept it. She's privileged, they'll say. She's out of touch.
I don't care what they say about me.
Of course you do. You're only human.
I'm just here to drive.
If only it were that simple, darling.
Yeah. Look, I've I've got stuff to do, okay?
Think about it anyway. Lots of love.
Maybe she should avoid her mom for a little bit. Her mom's just slightly fueling the fire. Not a lot. Just throwing an extra match in there. Of course. Now, you know they're going to be monitoring the comms, so yeah. I mean, I don't think it really matters. Like, no matter what she says about her dad being involved, they're not going to believe anything.
I did not like Aiden. Not at all.
Why not?
I thought he was immature about what happened in Baku. I mean, like, he never really got over it. He was aggressive on track, and the paddock talks. He just wasn't happy at Connosport. Thought he was too good for the team. He just had a bit of an attitude problem.
It's already complicated. And I've told you they don't need to know.
Well, it's your call, of course. But the dishonesty makes me uncomfortable.
We'll talk about it later. Yes?
Let's make this quick.
Or maybe we could give Casper a bit of our time.
This wasn't scheduled.
What, are you too busy for us now?
Just tell them, Casper.
Andrea, please.
Can we get started?
Yeah, Aiden's got a meeting at Mercedes he needs to get to.
Enough! Enough! Okay? This is what we have to talk about. It has to stop. Understand? If we can't pull together now...
If we can't pull together, we are finished.
Wait, what does that mean?
Andrea...
It means that if we don't finish 5th or higher, Butler Global will pull funding. And I don't think we'll find an investor to replace him. Not now.
Wait, what? Casper?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, then we're finished. Andrea?
We're finished.
So yeah, Dad brought me onto the team and then immediately threatened to shut it down.
Why would he do that?
It's kind of his thing.
Okay, Callie, I'm sure you've got questions, but we think we know what we're doing here. We've got information that says more rain's coming, and so, because we're the first ones to come and make this change, we can turn it into an advantage. So on your out lap, let's make it all count.
Copy that.
So they switched to the intermediate tire because of the rain forecast. We got to beat Alpine and Alfa
Aiden's
Romeo.
In the pits. Aiden in the pits.
This should be interesting.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates.
I almost feel like we're going to need wets. I feel like it's getting ready to get raining even harder. So Gasly's right there, so that's one of the Alpines.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 1.9 seconds.
Oh yeah, I got no grip. You could give me a warning. I had no choice. Yeah, I think it's almost too wet for intermediate. All right, we'll get around Hulkenberg. He's not part of our objective. All right, we got to get Gasly. He's definitely part of the objective. Man, slid right into him. Wasn't trying to, but it was very difficult to brake. I think I started hydroplaning there at the end. Try to be easier into this one. All right, got him on the outside. We're able to hold it. That was good. All right. I think we've got an Alfa Romeo up here. Yep, again, just going way too fast into that turn. I can't get slowed down. So I'm assuming we're going to have to pass all of them.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Ocon's up ahead, but we got Jackson up here. So we got to pass our own teammate too. Braked way early, let off the gas and braked, and still barely got through that turn. All right, got around Aiden cleanly, no issues there.
Okay, I think we're still in the right tyres for the time being.
Let's hope so.
Now gap to the car in front is 1.5 seconds.
These last few are going to be difficult. It's getting dicey.
I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a little while longer.
Saw an opportunity there, had to go for it.
Just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Gap to your teammate behind is 5.3 seconds.
Man, it's getting difficult now.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Maneuver.
2 laps to go. Let's keep pushing.
Good pace. You're catching the car in front by about a second a lap.
Surprising to see Verstappen all the way back there.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Man, we're going to get Callie on the podium? Definitely wasn't expecting that.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.9 seconds.
Well, that wasn't good. The gap we had, we just basically lost. Clean it up on these last few turns.
Congratulations, Callie. You keep going like that, you might just prove me wrong yet. Callie?
Well, we said at the time that it might have been too soon, but in hindsight, Conesport really did make the right call. Mayer made the pit stop, changed to wet tyres ahead of everybody else. That was a real turning point in the race.
Yeah, you've got to get these decisions right, and not everyone did today. It's great to see Conesport taking their chances like that. Wonderful race by Mayer.
If they want to improve on last season, they've got to try and do something different. Well, they did that today. They timed it well. And Mayer, well, she continues to impress. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.